Peggy Withers was once a silent film actress, renowned for her expressive features and luminous grey eyes. When the era of talkies swept Hollywood, she faded into obscurity. After her death, she lingered in her old mansion, even as it was bought and sold and converted into a bed and breakfast. The owners frequently told stories of the strange occurrences in Room 6, her former bedroom. I'd known her story for years and longed to photograph the site. Not out of skepticism, my desire to document haunted places came from a place of deep belief in the supernatural. I saw my work as a form of preservation, capturing echoes of the past. When a caretaker contacted me, begging me to come, I knew that Peggy had chosen me. I arrived on a gloomy day. The Victorian mansion with its elongated shadows seemed to absorb the sunlight, keeping everything dim and cold. I was led up a wide, creaky staircase to Room 6. The caretaker leaned close, smelling of floor wax and stale coffee. "Lately, things have been getting worse," he confided. "The music, it's louder. Sometimes we see strange shadows in her room." "Music?" I asked, ice crawling up my spine. He flexed his large hands nervously. "It's hard to describe. It's not quite music, really. More like what a tune would sound like underwater." I reached out and touched his arm, feeling the tremors just beneath his skin. "All the more reason for me to document it," I assured him. "I'm sure Peggy has a story to tell." He eyed me, gratitude mingling with fear in his gaze. "You'll see." That evening, I unpacked my camera equipment and set it up in Room 6. The setting sun added a crimson tinge to everything. The furniture was gilded in crimson. It was eerily beautiful. Shortly before midnight, I heard it. Soft at first, a haunting strain that seemed to echo from a distance. It floated up like a sea foam, swelling until it filled the room. I recognized it as a soda fountain favorite from Peggy's era. The air shimmered. The temperature plunged abruptly, my breath coming out in frosty clouds. Peggy's room morphed before my eyes, transforming into a silvery screen projection of its past. Peggy herself sat on an antique dressing table, applying beauty patches to her marble-white face. Her beautiful grey eyes met mine in the mirror, a small smile playing about her lips. "You came," she said simply, her voice a curious mix of monochrome crackle and human warmth. "I've been waiting." She was simultaneously there and not there, flickering in and out of tangibility like a damaged reel. I tried to frame her in my camera, but my fingers were numb, the viewfinder clouded with frost. "Peggy," I managed through chattering teeth. "What's happening?" She shrugged delicately. "Time isn't linear, you know. It folds over itself, repeating patterns." As she was talking, the music splintered, dissonant and jarring. The shadows Peggy mentioned appeared, twisting and curling. They morphed, taking on the shapes of the characters Peggy had brought to life on screen: the maiden, the vamp, the comedienne. Each shadow bore a crackling visage, jerking like haunted film strips. The grotesque chorus of voices filled the room, ricocheting off the walls. "Make them stop," she whispered, terror displacing her previously calm demeanor. "I beg you. I can't bear it." Her form flickered, threatening to disappear entirely. The cacophony grew deafening. The shadows clawed up the walls, reaching toward Peggy. I grabbed my camera, aimed at one of the shadows, and clicked. There was an instantaneous flash of searing light, then silence. When my vision cleared, Peggy sat alone in her room, solid once more. "You did it," she said, as the daylight returned. "You've captured them." Later, developing that picture, I'd shiver as I recognized each phantom visage. But it was the shadowed face at the center, more prominent than the rest, that kept me awake at night. It was Peggy's. Her chilling echo stayed with me long after I left, a haunting melody composed of too many notes to be comfortably contained within a frame.